Hey, this is Fred Bernardo, the Smoking Guitar Player. Remember me? I'm back. Today, we're cooking seared shishito peppers. Let's go do it now. Okay, so it is August of 2023, and it is chili pepper time. Now, these are Jimmy Nardello peppers, the long sweet variety, very hard to come by. I have to buy them from a farmer in Jersey. Some of my friends run over there and pick them up for me. I'm going to hang those. You'll see they're strung to dry. They're going to be hanging for a few months in a dry location, and they'll become the freaky Italian fried peppers, which is on another one of my videos. But that's not what we're doing here today. Are we, Tootsie? No, that's not what we're doing today. Today we're going to cook shishito peppers. I've heard that these are cooked often in sushi bars. I've been in many sushi bars and I've never seen them. But there is a local restaurant here in Reading, Pennsylvania, a very good restaurant called Judy's on Cherry. And Judy Henry, the chef, put these on her menu as an appetizer, and I've had them a few times, and they were just kick-ass. Now, the other YouTubers seem to say that 1 in 10 of these are hot. So what I've done is, I don't like the real hot stuff. So if you look, I've cut a little piece off each one of these peppers and tasted it. And I can tell you that none in this batch were hot. Now, I did a batch yesterday. I did the same thing, and then when I ate them, I was really afraid one was going to sneak in there, but they were all sweet, none were hot. We're going to sear these, and we're just going to sear them. Now, we could do them on a grill like a big green egg with a cast iron grate. I'm just going to do it on this burner here with a cast iron pan. I'm also going to do some on an induction burner, which is a regular non-stick pan, and we can see how they get. Okay? So they're ready to go. They've been rinsed, and I've tested them for the heat. I'm going to put a little olive oil on them, and I'm just going to coat them, and I'm going to put them into pans. First we'll get our pans hot, and I'll see you then. Okay, so this is a very low budget video. I don't have a tripod. Everything's going to be handheld. I got my pan on the induction burner. It's already at 370 degrees. This one over here is on a regular gas butane burner. That's going to take a little longer. What we're going to do is we're going to spray these peppers with some olive oil spray, just so they have a light coating. Maybe toss them around a little bit. There you go. Toss them around a little. Ignore my shaky camera, please. We're going to put some of these in here. You'll hear they'll start crackling and popping right away. I did put a little oil in that pan. Use my finger. We'll put that many. We're going to put this thing on there. And then over here, this pan's going to take a little longer to get going because it's on a gas burner instead of induction. But that's okay. I'll put them in there because you want to sear these things. Just check to see if my burner was still lit, and it is. Yeah, handle a couple more. There we go. Come on, one of these little guys in here. Give them a spray to make sure they're all coated good with olive oil. Plus I put some olive oil on the bottom of the pan. You know what, I think I'll give these a little spritz. Okay, and they're going to start searing. Now you'll see here, they're already starting to sear on the bottom. You see that? I've got this thing up all the way, which is 1800. I assume that's watts or something. Put this on here to keep them covered. And then over here, what I do is I put this on top. Matter of fact, I could put that on top of these too, but I only have one of them. Excuse my finger, please. I keep doing that. Anyway, we'll check back in a few minutes. Let's see what's going on over here. Got to keep turning these babies. Yeah, they're starting to sear pretty good. Once they get pretty well seared, you pull them out, and they're done. Let's go over here and see what's going on. Nope, nobody getting seared there yet. That's going to take a little while. Eventually the oil starts smoking. As a matter of fact, this one is smoking. Okay, I grabbed that pan and almost burned my hand, so that's quite hot. Let's check this one out. This might be the way to do this, as opposed to the cast iron. Maybe I'll move the cast iron over on the induction burner for the next little batch. Okay? Yeah, I think the induction burner is really kicking some serious butt. You know what? Let's do this. Oh, doesn't fit. Okay. We'll put it back over there. Gotta keep turning these things. I'm gonna let the camera roll, man. They're cooking pretty good. Well, they need to sit a little bit now and cook. I'll be back to you. It's a couple minutes later, and this baby is really honking. Yeah, they are really searing. As a matter of fact, a couple of these are probably done. That one there looks kind of done. That's coming out. Wow. This induction really is happening. I think I'm going to move the cast iron over onto here and see what happens as an experiment. Yeah, these are done in another minute. Meanwhile, the cast iron on the traditional gas burner, the butane burner, is just really starting to get up to temperature. That baby there is done. We're pulling that one. This one's done. We're pulling that one. Give that one another second. That one's done. We're pulling that. Give that one maybe another second. That one's done. I'm pulling that. This one here's done. I'm pulling that. That one's done. I'm pulling that. So I have a few more left here. What we're going to do is I'm going to move this cast iron burner, the cast iron pan, over onto the induction burner. It's just for the sake of science, so we can see how that works. Give these another minute or two. Get them seared on all sides. Now the other thing you're going to need when you serve these, you sprinkle them with kosher salt, or I use one of my old rubs, Tasty Licks Veggie Blend, which is kind of like garlic salt. It's like kosher salt with garlic stuff in it and some herbs. Just regular old salt works good, but it definitely needs some salt. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off because I'm going to be switching the pans around. They're basically done. Let's see what temperature this pan is. 600 degrees. 600 degrees on that pan. Woo! Okay. I'm going to pull these, move the cast iron pan over, and see how that works. The cast iron pan onto the induction burner. And well, part of the reason why I wasn't getting hot and working was I discovered my butane stove, my little butane burner over there must have ran out of fuel. So, but this is a good test. We'll see what happens here in a few minutes. I've got it all the way up. Here's the ones that are finished so far. There's the dog sleeping on the patio. Life is good. See you in a few minutes. Okay, here we are, just a few minutes later. This thing's starting to smoke, so that's a good sign. I have turned a couple. I'm going to turn a couple away. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting there, baby. Yeah, baby. Now we are getting there. These are Shishito. S-H-I-S-H-I-T-O. Shishito. I don't know if they're Japanese or whatever they are. But these are, they're not like the typical Italian peppers I'm used to cooking. I did, by the way, take some of those Jimmy Nardellos I showed you earlier and cooked them this way. Seared them yesterday, and they were great. I think these are just about done. We'll be back in a minute. We'll put our way. I'm back, and I'm hoping some of these are going to be done. Let's see what happens. It's been about 5 minutes. Well, they're getting there, but I don't know, man. I think that regular pan worked better than the cast iron. But maybe I'll put the cast iron back on the butane burner and put another can of fuel in. I have it right there. Okay, these are going to need some more time, so I'm going to put them back on a little bit. Leave one here a little, and we'll get to them. I can't wait any longer. I'm pronouncing these done. They look pretty good, but I think the non-stick pan on the induction burner worked about the best. Let's see how these look. They look pretty good, don't they? Yeah. We're going to call these done. There they go in the pan. You know what? That one there's going to have to go on again. And this one. The rest of these, and that one. The big ones aren't done. Okay, we'll touch them up a little more. We're going back to the non-stick pan, and we're going to do our last batch that way, because I think they get better. Okay, coming up. Matter of fact, let's just do it. Oop, wait a minute. Don't want to just grab that baby. That baby's hot. Here we go. Don't forget, by the way, the dog is very interested in all this. Okay, here comes the non-stick pan. Boom. A little bit of oil in there. This baby will be fired up in seconds. Let's watch the temperature go up. There she goes. When it gets up to about 400, I'm going to throw them in. Okay, I am back for the last round. Pan's up to 485 degrees. Let's put those peppers in and get this show on the road. I'm getting hungry. There's a couple of that I didn't finish from the last time around. You saw me take those out of the cast iron pan. We'll finish those up too. Here's some raw ones going in. This is the last of my batch. Now, where did I get these peppers? Well, the local supermarkets all said they had them, including the Whole Foods place. And when I got there, they didn't have them. So I wound up ordering them on Amazon, and they were expensive, $13.50 a pound. They should be about $3. But hey, what are you gonna do? I wanted some shishito peppers, and that was that. And I wanted them, and I got them. You know. Now I'm gonna put my little spritzer cover on here. That thing said it's like 470 degrees. We're gonna let these things on here. Your oil really needs to be about smoking. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. You can see it starting to smoke. That's when things are really starting to happen. These peppers smell great while they're smoking. They almost have like a woody. They get like a woody flavor to them, almost a smoky flavor. Okay, that baby's done. That's coming out. Here, look at that. We got some fresh ones, and we got some of these that I'm doing for the second time around. By the way, I took some of these, the ones I didn't eat yesterday, put them in a plastic bag, salted them, put them in a plastic bag, and had them this morning with my eggs for breakfast, and they were fantastic. So you can do that too. So we're gonna eat some of these for dinner tonight, and the rest of them I'll save, and the next couple days we'll probably eat them. So I'm gonna be watching the local grocery stores, but here in Reading, Pennsylvania, you know, we don't get too many exotic things, but we are close to Lancaster County, where there are many amazing farmers, and I'm hoping maybe I can get one of them to grow me some next season. I wish I had a weight to put on there, but my weight doesn't. Oh, that's hot. That baby don't fit. I need to get around one. Okay. While my last batch is cooking, let's get this show on the road. This is how you salt them. Put some salt on there like that. Flip them around a little bit. Like that there. Maybe a little more, and they're salted. They do need salt. Now I'm going to grab one here and give it a little taste. Here it goes. Fantastic. I think there's a way to switch this camera around. Let me see if I can do it. Nope. Okay, sit back. Tootsie is anxious to get in the house and start eating some of those peppers. No, not really. She just wants dog food. Folks, so look at my beautiful hairdo. I was swimming in the pool all day, and our peppers are done. They're right here. There, you see them? Okay, now what we're going to do is, I think it's time for a little taste test. What do you think? So I'm going to grab one here. Right here. There it is. I'm trying to figure out how this camera on my phone's working. Okay, because this is a low budget production. Here we go. If you get the right amount of salt on them, they're amazing. That one could have used a little more salt. Oh, that was fantastic. So those are the shishito peppers, seared in a pan on my induction burner. Didn't bother turning one onto the grills. And maybe I'll get another video out sometime too. Maybe when I cook these Jimmy Nardellos over here, the Italian jobs. Look for my video. It's on there already from many years ago of freaky Italian peppers. Okay, see you next time.